Welcome to Wubby Gaming, the place where gamers grow. So we've got MG, Monster Gaming on the other line, and we're going to do some friendly battles. Monster Gaming, are you there? Hey guys, thank you for joining us. We're just waiting for Monster Gaming to come back. We were on a voice call and he might have just dropped out or stepped away for a second. So thank you so much for joining us. Fake Hobgoblin, ML Genius, 80, Abdullah, Get Wrecked, Essence, Bill Vision, Luds. Hey, Clockhawk is here too, telling me no brain farts. There are going to be plenty of brain farts, don't worry. I'm frozen as well. Is it moving? Can you try refresh? It looks like it's moving, right? Hey, Monster Gaming, how are you? Monster, I can't hear you in the voice chat anymore.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're back. You went missing for a little while. I don't know if it was me or you.
It was just, I think, Discord problems. It happens sometimes.
Ah, okay, awesome. I saw you pop up on my live stream. That's amazing.
Yeah. All right. So, are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
So, I sent you a friendship request. You can accept it and set up the battle rules.
Okay.
All to you.
Where do I see my friends? Some of your guys from your team are online. I think I saw a Clemus. Okay, my blue stacks just froze. Restarting it. Hey guys, my blue stacks is playing up. I'm just going to restart my blue stacks. And then we will go find Monster Gaming's friend request. And then we can start some battles. Hey Ender, how you going? Hi, nice to see you. Hack the rule, awesome seeing you. It's good to see some new faces as well. Some of you are guys I don't recognize from the Infinite Gauntlet streams. Hey Joe, how you going? Zande. Okay, back to my friend requests. Let's go find MG. All right, Monster Gamer, I've just accepted your friend request. So I think we're good to go. Unless Discord has bugged out again. Hey Tag, you can like 2 people, it's okay. The Monster Legend, how you going? Slipwhip, how are you? I think the Discord voice chat might be bugging out again, so we may need to wait for it to return. Hey Bali, how you going? I gotta do a couple of dungeons until the voice chat on Discord starts working again. Bali, I just heard your voice a bit earlier as well on the other Monster Gaming video. Why is this? I missed the one. I'm going to end the call and come back. Hey Monster, we're back.
Yeah,
I restarted the call.
okay. Is it working?
Let me check. I was doing some dungeons while I was waiting, and I don't know about you, but I find it really hard to spin the wheel using my computer. All right, so I'm working, but I don't see any battle requests. Did you send one through?
You accept it?
No, I didn't see it come through.
I sent you a. Oh, never mind. You accepted it. Okay. I'll just go ahead and send a battle request. It's just going to be normal, basically.
Yep, awesome.
Okay. Yeah, just a normal thing.
All right, so I saw it pop up.
Let's do this. Did you receive it? I sent it. I sent one.
Oh, awesome. Let's fight.
Hey, Valley's in the chat as well.
Yeah, Vali's here.
All right, I'm gonna get crushed. I actually saw your profile. You have everything maxed out here. Crazy.
Yeah, this is my current PB team at the moment. So I find it quite strong, especially if you don't have anticipation. So I just turn transfer over to
And
her.
you're getting cleansed and megatons. Yeah.
I can just one hit bomb beta with something like
Or
this.
you're using it as an attacker. That's pretty interesting. I saw that with Valley as well.
Yeah, she's actually really strong as an attacker.
I'll just go with that baby first. I wasn't sure if my Daigil was able to fully get rid of your Megaton monster if I turn transferred.
Ah, I do like Lindworm. I do like the fact that you're using Lindworm and Diagal as a combo, because Diagal can one-hit a lot of monsters.
Especially in Infinite Gauntlet Dungeon, they work very well.
Yeah, they do clear. The only problem I find with Diagal is once they start getting lots of health, it can sort of taper off a little bit. So yeah, this team is really sort of unfair because Vampira does so much damage as an attacker.
So do you prefer running her as an attacker or as a denier, or just like
So when I'm doing PvP or wars, she's better as an attacker, but for Infinite Gauntlet, I run her purely as a denier, and she sort of gets used for her positive effect remove, and also just to deny them and do dots to kill.
Okay, yeah, that's actually that's a pretty good strategy. Okay, so do you want to do the exclusive now?
Yeah, let's check out
You
some
want to
of
do there?
your exclusive monsters.
All right,
Va
let's do it.
Vali is saying I copied her team. All right, guys, so we're just waiting for our next friend request to come through, and Monster Gaming is going to start using some of his exclusive monsters. Don't know who he's going to use, and we need to go change our team as well.
All right. You kind of wanna. Is it okay if I run one exclusive for one battle, and then the next one I could just switch it to a different exclusive monster?
Yeah, maybe add one new
Okay,
exclusive per battle.
sounds good. Okay.
Do you want me to use the same monsters, or do you want me to just mix it up?
You can do whatever you.
All right.
I'm fine with you. Yeah. I'll just go on and finish.
Yep. Let me make my team real quick.
So, are you a free-to-play player or a casual?
I would classify myself as a spender. Right now, I'm free to play. So the last couple of months, I just stopped spending because I'm on a bit of a budget and I'm doing a giveaway on my YouTube. So I just wanted to save up some money so that I can give back to some of the subscribers. So the last couple of months, I've been completely free to play. So I missed out on the last couple of Legends passes. I'm a bit bummed by that, but I think, I don't know, it seems like there's going to be a new era coming soon. So I'm hoping I'll probably pick up the Legends Pass once the new era starts again.
Okay. Good.
All right, let's fight.
Let's do this. Oh,
Ooh,
Talisa, interesting. Yeah.
which one is that
Uh,
wolf? Is that the one
she
that we
is.
just had, the Ulrika?
She's a maze monster. Yeah. Ulrika.
How do you like her?
I actually love her. She's really good in battle. Super strong.
Ah, I just
She can
hatched mine.
hold.
What can
Yeah.
she do?
She can hold a sword and shield. So I like running balance shield with the laser beam sword. That really boosts her power up by a ton. The shield also protects her a bit. Her traits are actually pretty good as well. Like you have immune control at rank 0 already, right? Like,
Yeah.
then you have hardened, I believe that is. Yeah, you have hardened, and then at rank 3 you have the Shadowcaster damage boost. So in the beginning of the battle, if you could, for example, turn transfer with Limmer or something, right? You have that damage boost there. You could use, for example, her AoE skill, which I believe if I use right now, I might be able to eliminate your
Jelly?
Megaton. Yeah, let me see. There we go.
Ooh,
Okay. Do I receive any damage? No. Okay.
no.
Cool. Or you could just apply the triple damage, and if you could just protect her with a Megaton monster, she doesn't get denied. Well, she can't actually get denied because of the immune control. But like, if she doesn't die until the next turn, that triple damage plus the 50% damage boost, you could do a ton of damage. And if you
Yeah.
have laser beam sword plus balance shield, her power is just like insane.
That's like
You could
really
do
good
so much.
relics for her as an attacker.
Yeah, and she also has a 0 cooldown, 0 stamina, I believe, skill as well. Let me check. What is this? Oh yeah, this is a 0 cooldown, 0 stamina. 16 is stamina, actually. Sorry, 16 stamina. But if I use this right now, I'll just get. That's not good. Not enough to eliminate your Shelly, unfortunately. I have level 8 runes, that's why. If it was level 10, I could have probably eliminated Shelly again.
My YouTube chat is telling me about my small brain. I think I did a stuff up somewhere. Which of the three wolf monsters is your favorite?
I'd probably say Ulrika. But they're two different types of, I mean, like, two different categories.
Yeah, they're different types of monsters.
Yeah, Ulrika is attacker, the other one. I believe he was a support if I remember correctly. Master, right?
Yeah. And do you generally like the attackers more or the deniers, or what type of monsters do you like?
I personally like attackers the most. Also deniers are pretty good as well. So they're like equal to me, deniers and attackers. But maybe like attackers slightly more.
Yeah.
What about you? Guessing deniers?
I actually like attackers a lot more. I think they're more fun to play. So like give me like a
Yeah.
Vanos or an Ulrika, and it's just fun to just, go in and wipe the floor with them. But just because deniers are so strong, I tend to level them up a lot because they're really useful for Gauntlet. They're really useful for wars. So they just have a lot more versatility. But gameplay wise, I do like attackers.
Yeah, they are. You root full stamina. I thought I could just turn transfer to my beta and regain the megatons. And unfortunately, I did not have any stamina. Right.
I'm not used to the battle, the tourney battle conditions. Like I don't do a lot of tournaments and stuff, so it feels so different.
You said you do or you don't?
No, I don't. I don't do that many tournaments and stuff.
I don't think this is a tournament battle.
It's not a tournament battle, but it's sort of like the settings. You know how like equalizing everyone and everyone has
Yeah.
the same levels and runes and stuff? It just feels so much different. What I want to do here?
So who's your current favorite monster in the game?
My current favorite monster is, let me think about that. Probably Lindworm. I really like Lindworm. She brings back a lot of monsters that otherwise couldn't be used. And you get to do some really cool stuff like bring Thalassa, bring Ragnarok, bring some of your legendaries, your Forsakens that you don't get to use normally. So I think she and all of the new turn transfer monsters, it seems like Social Point is releasing more and more of them. I think they're all super, super useful.
Yeah. All right. So different monsters now.
Yeah, let's try another
Different
one.
types of monsters. Let's do it.
Chat, what team should we use? Give me some suggestions. And we'll go with a chat team.
Will you be okay if I cap down the runes to like level 7s or 8?
Yeah, just cap down to whatever you're comfortable with.
Okay.
Lupondo, Katsuko, Vampira, Kodama. Lots of good options there. Little bit wants me to use attacker for Lassa.
Attacker Salsa. I think she works better as a trade disabler. Well, basically, speed in general.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So what do you think about Katsuko, the race monster?
Katsuko, I think, is a little bit underrated. Like when he came out, a lot of people were upset that he's a really bad race monster. But I think he does have his uses, but it's just situational. So I was actually expecting that because there's so many mega taunts and taunts in the PvP meta at the moment, he would pop up quite a bit, but I'm not seeing him at all.
Yeah, I haven't seen him at all either. PvP.
Alright, we're gonna go with a viewer request here, and I'm not sure how it's gonna go versus you, Monster Gaming.
All right, so when you're ready, just go ahead and accept it.
Alright. Boom, boom, boom. Let me just change my runes real quick. Essence, we're gonna go with your team, and if it works, then it's props to Essence, and if it fails, it's Small Brain Wubby. Let me check my skills real quick here, MG. Alright.
Yep, no problem. Take your time.
I'm ready.
All right.
Let's see what Monster Gaming has in store for us this time. Ulrika? Who is that?
Ulrika, the tail launcher, the upcoming one.
Oh.
Not really a big fan of it. It's all right, I'd say, in my opinion. Bright light, it's pretty good, but skill light,
I don't even know what she does. What can she do?
supporter.
Support?
Yeah, support. Once you could heal, apply damage boosts and other stuff.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I want to see what you can do with Bombeta there.
Good. Let's see.
What do you think of her
Oh,
monster design?
I don't have enough stamina. That's why. I thought I had the other setting on. The tournament. I thought I had that on, but it's just not enough stamina.
Oh no. Oh wow.
0 cooldown, 16 stamina, 18.
That is crazy how much damage she does. That's
Oh,
like a
it's
one-hit
actually
kill.
pretty good. I forgot about this. Oh yeah, let's do this. All right. None of your monsters could actually climb that. Good. And none of your monsters are thunder. So I think you could still land your possession if you have it.
Yeah, I
It
do.
doesn't matter. I mean, I have a mega function.
I know that Megaton is super annoying. Wow, Ulrika hits super duper hard.
Super. Uh, really cool at this. Do you have a UL lesson? Okay, nice.
Yep.
How many UL lessons do you have? I'm kind of jealous,
Three.
right?
Yeah, you sort of need them for Infinite Gauntlet sometimes. So what you can do in Gauntlet is you can put 1 euro essence on each monster, and even if they're super fast, if they kill you, you just come back to life and then start disabling and possessing and stuff like that.
Yeah, it becomes very, very useful. All right.
I think we lost them more because of Ulrika. Palademic.
I didn't mean to do that. No, that's fine.
Oh, so he has the fundophobic shield. That's really useful as well.
Yeah, it's very handy.
Because I had no
There
lightning.
are a couple of. Huh?
Because I had no lightning. So as soon as you apply that, I can't do anything at all.
Yeah. I think at the moment, let me see. For mythics, thunder mythics, the only attacker. Herder is a tanky attacker, but many people actually run her as a attacker that I've seen. Cat UFO, I don't think anyone really uses him anymore. So probably the race monster. You know the Thor, the race monster, the past one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably say if you let's say used him in our battle, he could have probably done something. But other than him, Thunderconk, I mean, it's if I had an anticipation monster, you'd have to run a monster that could trade the field or something. It'll just be its best.
Yeah, but Thunderkong is sort of like such a weak monster. Like,
yeah, it's great.
No one uses him. So Palamedic is just, a really smart choice.
Yeah, this monster could actually come in handy. The only bad thing about this monster is its life. But that's not a problem because the monster could hold a mask and a armor. So if you could give him Mort's armor and Eeltron's mask or something, right? He'll just have that in the end of the battle, the shield that'll basically help him out with his life.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's what I've been running and it's been working out.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so what do you want to do next?
Let's do another one. Do you still have all of your exclusive monsters?
I actually have, so I have those two and I have another two, and those two are Legends Pass.
Let's try them out.
Okay, let's do it.
Kat, what team should we use now? Our team was not good. I don't know what to use to counter the Ulrika actually. Let me think. All right, I've got an idea. Ooh, that has some good ideas.
All right, I'll go ahead and send you a request.
All right, let's.
And just accept it whenever you're ready.
Yep. How did you get into all the YouTubing and stuff, Monster Gaming?
So it was back in middle school. It was a while ago, and I was just passionate about like making content and everything. There were a couple of YouTubers, not ML YouTubers. It was just a different game that I used to watch that really inspired me, and like it was just super fun. So I liked what they were doing, and so I wanted to create my own. That was a different channel, I created a channel before this. It was just a whole different game that I was playing. Also, I wasn't doing, I wasn't really getting as many subscribers or viewers and stuff, but I was still continuing and just doing it for fun.
Yeah.
But then a friend of mine gave me an idea and was like, you should start making like monsters and content stuff. I was like, yeah, sure, maybe I'll give it a try. And so my first video, it was in that one maze. It was a while ago. It was like 3 years ago or so. It was this one maze where you had to collect tickets, I believe.
Yeah.
So I made that one video, and I had 0 subs, nothing, and literally the first video, it just popped off. The first few minutes, it was at around 200 or 300 views.
Wow.
Like, what the heck? Yeah. So then right now, at the moment, it has like 40 something K views, decent amount of views. But that was a good start off. So I got like at least 50 subs or so from that.
Wow.
And then from there on, I was like, sure, let's create more content. And I was creating daily content, and I've been doing that for 2 to 3 years now.
What was it about that first video that you think really helped it take off?
It was like a tips and tricks video.
Yeah.
The funny thing was, I didn't even, talk in that video, or I didn't have music, nothing in the background. It was just non-edited. It was super bad, but people still actually found it helpful, and I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, it's just crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. We didn't get to see your monsters at all in that one, Monster Gaming. What happened?
So what?
In that battle just then, I didn't, your monsters just kept getting stamina drained, and we didn't get to see them in action.
Oh yeah. The stamina drain thing. So, but have you seen their skills and stuff? Have you
No.
against them?
No, let's try again. Let me try a different team. So
Okay.
because I want to see them do stuff.
All right.
All right, you can change your team if you want, but I will definitely change my team.
Okay.
Let's do something completely different to what we've been doing. And so Monster Gaming, do you have any advice for all of the aspiring YouTubers out there on what they can do to sort of be like a mini Monster Gaming?
So they could just have a different type of style. You can't be like exactly like me, you know what I mean? Like just to succeed or to get up here. There are many ways actually, but maybe have like a schedule. You don't really have to upload daily, but just make sure you upload at least maybe 2 or 3 times a week or so. I mean, there are other YouTubers that upload once a week or so, and they're still, up there. But I'd say just to start off, just in the beginning, let's say if you have 0 subscribers or something, I'd say make the types of videos that help others. Like, for example, tips and tricks videos.
Yeah, they're really popular.
Yeah, they actually do. So in the past, when I was like at around 1,000 or 2,000 subs or so, I made a breeding video, right? How to breed legendaries. And right now that has like 600K views or something.
Wow, that's nuts.
So if you could make a type of video like that, you could also do other different things. Like, I don't think anyone right now has made like a type of video for like mythics, like what are the best mythics, like top mythics in Monster Legends right now, like just ranking them and stuff. So you could do that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Also, make sure your quality is decent, like video quality, audio quality, if you're going to talk in your videos. It doesn't have to be the best, but like if it's just good enough to watch
Mm.
instead of people to follow, yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I heard three things there. One is sort of like have some sort of point of difference, and two is sort of upload consistently. And then the third thing was do videos that are going to actually help people. So like the tips and tricks, or your 600K how to breeding video, something that's actually genuinely going to help people, because they go on YouTube to be entertained and also to find answers. And the last thing I heard there was now I slipped my mind. Decent quality video and audio. Some really good tips.
correct.
And how did you actually get sponsored by Social Point? Like, how did they reach out to you after your your success in your early videos, or how does that kind of stuff even happen?
It was through Discord actually. You remember Fox, right?
Yeah,
The community manager.
yeah.
So I basically just reached out to her. It was kind of awkward at the beginning. I was like, hi, and she just replied back with hi or something. And I was on my way home. I honestly don't know what I was doing, but so I sort of like started a convo, just introducing myself and stuff, and we spoke, like we chat, right?
Hmm.
And he mentioned something about like ambassadors or something, or some type of I think it was either an event or something close to that.
Hmm.
And she said that I was on the list, as well as a few other ML YouTubers like Armor and Mikbo. And I was like, okay, I can't wait for it. I'm super excited.
Hmm.
And then I think she canceled that. She said it looked like it didn't work out, but yeah, she forgot. There was so many messages.
Yeah.
But then she sent me a couple of forms. She said if I was interested first before she sent the forms. And I was like, sure, why not? I'm actually, yeah, I'd like to collab. I'd be
Yeah.
fine with that. And then she sent a couple of forms for me, and I had to sign those.
Yeah.
It took a couple of days, but it worked out. And my first monster to review, I believe, was Mr. Beast. Yeah, I really appreciate for her, to basically accept me
Hmm.
and
That's
for taking me
awesome.
in.
And the
Yeah,
first
it
thing
was.
I was gonna say, the first thing you had to do was actually reach out to sort of like have the initiative and reach out to her in the first place. That's really cool of you.
Yeah, it all worked out.
I'm ready when you are for our next battle.
Okay, good.
Okay, I lied. I'm not ready. Let me close this dungeon. All right, I'm ready now. Let's fight.
Let's do this. You're using
Oh,
yellow.
Calamedic again.
Or you're gonna win.
How do you like the dragon guy, Bing Shen?
He's actually not that bad.
Yeah?
Although some people don't like him, I think he's pretty decent. But the only thing that really bothers me is his traits and also his skills, because all of his attack skills are fire element.
Ah. So if you come up against like a Calamedic or something, you're kind of stuffed.
Exactly.
Wow,
Oof.
he hits pretty hard.
He's pretty powerful, yeah. I
Oh,
really like I really like his sword and his design. Look at that. Looks so awesome.
it is a really cool design, right? Like I like how
Yeah,
the
he
sword is
does.
glowing. It looks really, it really stands out. Which one's your favorite
I,
monster?
huh?
Which one's your favorite monster
Out of these two,
in general?
or in general, I really don't have a favorite monster.
You don't?
No, I don't. I kind of like Lindworm and Ulrika, but in general, I don't think they're super overpowered.
Mm.
Maybe later on when they bring something else that I really like, then give my opinion about
Mm. He's sort of like a vanilla attacker from the skill sheet that I looked up for Bing Shen.
it.
Bing Shen.
Oh yeah. Right. So what I just did there was your accuracy and power. How that
Ah.
actually worked out.
Yeah, the daze is sometimes useful, even in Gauntlet, because once they get dazed, then they have a chance of missing, especially if they ult.
So how many times did you finish the Infinite Gauntlet?
Um, I don't know. I don't really count, but I think if I were to guess, maybe 50-ish, maybe more. Yeah, yeah. It's just like you just
That's a lot.
keep doing it every day, right? Because you get so much Stardust from it, and I'm really grateful to Social Point for implementing something like Infinite Gauntlet because it gives all players who have a bit of time, and especially the free-to-play players, a really good way to rank up their monsters, and it's something I've never seen in the game before. So I think it was really cool for them to bring it out.
Yeah, it's actually very good. It has so much resources, so much what is that?
Yeah, for sure. Do you think they'll still have it when the new era comes out, like some sort of Infinite Gauntlet?
When the new era,
Hmm.
like I'd say so, yeah. I mean they kept the Mythic Amber dungeon. Although they're two different things, but they still sort of provide the same exact resources,
Hmm.
except that the Mythic Amber is just Mythic Ambers, you know. But Infinite Gauntlet, there are so many other things. But yeah, so that was actually pretty.
Yeah, we got to see both Bingshen and Calamatic in action there. I think the Thunderphobic made a big difference.
Yeah, that is really wonderful shield, especially that I barely see any Thunder attackers. Actually, yeah.
So what happened to your other monsters? So is it after you do your monster review, you have to delete them and you don't get to keep them anymore? Or how does it work? Because you mentioned you only had those four, right?
Yeah, when they send me, sometimes they send me up to like 4 or 5 to review all at once, like in one day, which gets kind of tiring, but I still do it.
Hmm.
I, let's say, review them, I finish it up. I could keep it to use it to battle and friendly battles. Like, for example, when I stream, right,
Hmm.
on the weekends and stuff, yeah. So I basically use it sometimes against others, against like my viewers and stuff, just to showcase what the monster is really like.
Hmm.
And then once it's done, I could basically just sell it whenever I want. But I
Oh,
can't really keep it for that long.
all right. So there is like some sort of a cap or a time limit on how long you can use it for?
Well, not really actually. It's just that I don't really like keeping it for that long. But there was, for example, Dreamer. I'd say Dreamer was the longest one that I really kept for.
Hmm.
Um, I wanted to showcase her Megatons with a level 4. No, not her Megatons. I wanted to showcase her evasion and a few other stuff that I don't remember exactly. With a level 4 Megaton. You know that strategy, right?
No.
I wanted to
What's the
the level
strat?
4 Megaton strategy,
What is this level?
like with
Oh, the like a level 4 Hypera or something with that super
yeah,
duper
like with
slow.
Megaton.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to do that, but I was just super busy with the work and stuff, and I didn't get to do it unfortunately. So then I was like, you know what? I don't know if I'll be able to do it. So I just sold the monster because it just
Oh.
kept it for too long. Yeah, so I went ahead and sold that. But these other monsters that I have, I probably sell them probably in a few days if nothing really comes up. One of your teammates actually reached out to me and wanted to battle. He's a top player as well, so I was like, okay, why not? So maybe I'll keep that for him as well. But then once it's done, I'd probably tell them.
I think it's really cool that you do these types of videos because there's lots of players out there who I'm sure would love to battle with you. I think we're
Oh
2-2 right now. I'm not keeping count, but I think we're 2-2. Should we do one final deal breaker?
sure, let's do it. Would you like to send a battle?
Yeah,
Are you
sure
there?
thing. What's the best
Hello?
way? What's the best way to find you?
Me?
Oh wait, we're friends, right? We're friends.
Yeah.
Oh, sometimes I'm small brain. I don't know if you have this problem or if it's a problem for you, but I find when I'm streaming or if I'm doing multiple things at once, like my brain, I do lots of small brain stuff.
Sorry, what was that?
I was saying like I don't know if you're the same, but I find when I'm streaming, I make lots of mistakes and do lots of dumb stuff.
Oh, yes, 100%. I agree with you. It's actually pretty hard to not make a mistake.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
How do I find you? So I gotta go to friends, right? And let's find Monster Gaming.
There you go. I made it easier. I sent one.
Oh, that does make. Oh, oops. Wait, did it
So
come
I
through?
actually asked the same question to Valley. I want to hear your answer. What do you think of a dodge area mythic? Do you think it'll be game breaking? Will you be happy? Will you be okay with it if they bring a dodge area monster like
Like,
a mythic?
I'll be really happy if they bring it out, but if you consider right now that you can do really well in PvP using something like Armor Claw, Grakon, and a Wormlad. So Grakon and Wormlad are super old monsters, and they are still so strong. I missed my attack. um, Grakon and Wormlad are still so strong, and they're legendaries. So it tells you how super strong and kind of broken Dodge Area is. So I would be happy if they bring it out, but I think it is a bit broken.
It will be broken. Okay?
Like I think if they do bring it out, what's gonna happen is either the traits or the relics have to be kind of bad to sort of even it out. Or maybe the skill set might be quite bad.
Uh, yeah, probably did probably do something like that because I don't think they'll bring out the whole era of like the whole what was it called? I forgot what I was gonna say. Like you know how broken it was back then, like all the monsters and everything?
Hmm.
I don't think they'll bring that back.
Yeah, I think they sort of learned from that mistake. And I think by having, the Mythic era and then now the Cosmic Mythic era, they're really trying to do their best so that they don't have all these super broken monsters. And I think so far they're actually doing a pretty good job. What do you think?
Yeah, they're actually doing pretty well. None of the monsters are too OP. They can still be countered.
Hmm.
Um,
Which monster do you think is OP?
at the moment, for attacker, I'd probably say Ulrika. Or
Who?
yeah, I'd just say Ulrika
Oh,
for
Rika.
attacker.
Ah,
For denier, probably Lenworm.
yeah.
Um, a little OP. What's his name? Or her name actually, Shelly. Shelly with SN and all those Megaton type of skills. a little too much, I'd say. That's actually
Yeah.
pretty good as well.
I think Shelly is kind of broken. I think Shelly is a bit too strong. But at the same time,
Like,
Shelly is really good at stuff like Infinite Gauntlet.
like if you could run that with the anticipation monster, and then you have your attacker, like you could use Hardy in your team because Shelly, I'd say the only way, or one of the ways that you could really counter her would be to remove her Megatons and stuff, right? Vampira could do that, Vampira Straw. There are a couple of other mythics, but if you could run, like for example, what is his name? Hardy, then you don't really have to worry about it. Because your Hardy is strong enough. Once the anticipation triggers, could, if they're running a Megatons, you could quickly eliminate their Megatons. But yeah, Shelly is actually pretty broken, I'd say.
Yeah, yeah. You know the monster that I actually quite like in terms of design is Black Fervor because of the Flying Spirit skill. That's like something that's completely new to the game. We've never had anything like that. So I think when they design monsters that just have new stuff or different stuff, I think that's really cool.
Shall we have this skill that'll basically eliminate most of your monsters? But let me just use a single target. Have fun. Do this. Yeah, I should probably just use the one because now that I see you have two essence here.
Yeah, this team, I think I could have done okay if I didn't miss my first attack. And because Calamatic just keeps healing all of my dots.
Oh yeah, right now I'm actually taking it a little easy, but if I was actually using Climatic at its fullest, if you would like, the monster is actually not that bad, I'd say. But yeah, the monster is actually not that bad. Oh, look at that, the baby reversion bug.
What's the baby reversion bug?
Do you see it on your screen, or is it just me?
No,
Like,
what happened?
my monster right now is a baby.
Oh, sometimes when they get babied, they stay babied. Is that the bug you're talking about?
Yes. Do you not have it right now on your screen, or is it just me?
No, on my screen it's good. But I know the bug that you're talking about. It happens in the dungeons a lot.
Dungeons, yes. It also happens on mainly family battles. I've seen the most. But I believe it also happens just in general, basically. PvP as well.
It's cute though. I think babies are awesome. Oh, that Calamatic.
Have you ever played Dragon City?
No. What do you think of it?
It's actually not that bad. I like it, but basically you can choose your form, if that makes sense. Like your monster's form.
What's the
Like
form?
you could go into a battle with like baby form and you could fight it and it'll still be as powerful as like how they did with the April Fools, if you remember, like I think it was 2 years ago or something on Monster Legends.
Yeah.
Where all the monsters were babies, yeah.
Oh, that's really fun.
Like that.
I only started maybe I think it was April this year. Good game.
Good game.
Yeah, I only started in April this year, so I never got to see that. But that sounds really fun. Like everyone being babied and being able to choose what form they're in. It just keeps things spicy.
Actually, I had an idea. You know what they should actually do?
What?
I'd say this will help with the teams. Okay, this is basically about teams. So you know how in Wars you have every player's base on your team?
Yeah.
So I actually talked about this with my co-leader, one of my co-leads today. And let's say, for example, they allow you to change the monsters for the soldiers. You know what I mean? Like the elites to change the monsters in their bases, swap runes, relics, and stuff. See what's best for them, and basically have that. Don't you think that would be a good idea?
You mean like the leads to swap other people's stuff instead of them doing
like
it by
being
themselves?
able, like only the lead, like co-lead and the actual team leader can just go over to players' bases, change their monsters like how you can do on your own base. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. What's your thinking behind it? What's your thinking about why?
It'll just improve it because there is, let's say, anybody that's not as much active, or let's say they have different times, they're not able to basically get on and change it before time's up and war starts. I'd say that actually helps a lot. If you could just equip the best relics for them and stuff, yeah, I'd say that will help a lot. But if it was a thing, I'd probably like it.
I think it's helpful, but I think the only thing is, from social point of view, I don't know how that's going to make the money. So maybe if it was implemented, like they would force the leads to spend gems or something to be able to do it, so that social point gets something out of it. Otherwise, from their point of view, it's like, why should
Yeah, they're not gonna.
yeah,
Exactly.
what's the incentive for doing it?
I feel like that's why they also removed Titan Evasion. Do you remember Titan Evasion?
What's
Like,
tiny evasion?
were you playing back then?
No, what is
You weren't
that?
playing back then? Titan Invasion was it was like a sort of like a Team Battlegrounds. If you remember Team Battlegrounds?
Yes, I remember Team Battlegrounds.
Remember Team Battlegrounds? Yeah. So it was basically at least 10 teams, if I remember correctly, or maybe more than 10 teams, all competing to defeat like a huge giant monster. It was like a team contribution type of thing. The team with the most points will earn a specific monster, or it was kind of like the race, but you go into battles. It's going to be 3 monsters that you use, and you're going to use those 3 monsters to continue dealing damage. And when you deal damage to the big monster, you gain points for your team.
Oh.
And yeah, the big monster would have like 500 million HP or something. I don't know. It was a lot, and it was super fun. But I don't think they were making anything out of it, so that's why they probably removed it. But it was a super fun event. I'd actually like it if they bring it back.
Yeah. I think that sounds kind of fun. It sounds a little bit like, did you hear the leak where they say they want to release some sort of boss mode? It sounds kind of similar to that.
In Monster Legends?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
So I can't remember where the leak was from, or if maybe it was from Social Point directly. But there was a leak that says Social Point wanted to release like a boss mode. So I don't know if it's like similar to what you're describing with the team boss mode, where you put in your pre-monsters. But yeah, I think that something like that would be fun.
I'd actually like that if they bring it back like how it was before. It was super fun, trust me.
I'm gonna request
Yeah,
one more
it was.
battle for you.
Oh, you're gonna request another one?
Yeah.
Change for launch.
Yeah.
Oops. I did, but it's okay. Go ahead and accept it. What do you think is the most broken pay-to-win monster?
My first instinct is Shelly. That's immediately what comes to mind. But also, I haven't seen some of the new pay-to-win monsters, like the new Legends passes, like Nogorok and some of the other ones. So I don't know if any of those are really good. But the last one that I remember that was really good is Shelly. Were any of the new ones super good, in your opinion, from your testing?
Kale, Ulrika, the free-to-play monster. What's his name?
The other wolf?
No, the one with the sword that I used earlier.
Ah, Bingshan.
The dragon.
Yeah.
Bingshan, yeah. He's actually not that bad. It's just his traits and his skills being all fire elements. Kind of like Undead Mr. where all of his attack skills are magic.
I think Undead Mr. Beast was actually quite good as a monster. Like, I haven't used him as much, but I think he's pretty good as a monster as well.
Pretty decent. What is your favorite relic in the game?
My favorite relic? My first instinct is Euro's Essence, because it adds a lot of depth and flavor to it. What about you?
Dual Ascent and Laser Beam Sword.
Oh, I do like Laser Beam Sword. And I actually don't mind Vanos' shield.
Almost
Be-
shield, yeah, they're pretty similar.
yeah,
Although it gives shield instead of healing. Yeah,
yeah,
but they're kind of similar though.
yeah. Like imagine, for example, the new race monster with 2 Vanos' shield. It would do so much damage.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. The fact that he actually does have 2 armor relics, if I remember correctly now.
Yeah, he has
No,
two,
not
two
armor.
shields,
Was it armor or body shields?
two body shields.
Body shields, yeah. Honestly, at the same time, I'm not really a big fan of that. The fact that he has 2 body armors. Maybe if he had 1 sword or 2 swords instead, although that don't really make sense why he would have that. But at the same time, it doesn't really make sense why he has 2 body armors. So if he did have, if he did have like let's say 1 shield and 1 sword, that would have been really good. But, yeah, you can just use ban off the shield and it'll.
Yeah, yeah. All right, I'm gonna try one last battle, and then I think I might have to hop off.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try one last battle with you. Thank you so much, by the way, for hanging out and chilling and answering a bunch of random questions.
No problem. This was actually super fun.
Do you
Really
plan to
like
do
it.
more of these types of things, like battling other players in the future with other monsters as
Yeah,
they
this
come
was
out?
actually a idea that came into my head. I was like, maybe I should make a video where I'm battling top players, and I started off with Pixie.
Hmm.
Actually, I DM'd Valley first, I
Hmm.
believe, and then Valley said maybe I could bring Pix, which is one of the members,
Yeah.
and also Monster Master, which I haven't actually met, but yeah, Monster Master, I actually saw his profile. He's pretty darn good. He
Yeah.
is on.
Pix
And then
Pix and
you
Monster
reached out,
Master.
and I was like, huh?
Pix and Monster Master. I think they're both like really big brain players. And I would say like Pix is probably one of the best strategic players in the game. So so you probably picked the toughest person straight up.
Yeah, in the beginning.
Yeah.
That was tough. He did very well.
How did the idea come to you? Like what were you sort of thinking at the time and all of a sudden this idea popped up?
Um, yeah, it was just random, honestly. It was random, to be
Mm.
honest. But thanks to Valley, I hope she's still in the chat and she can hear. I really appreciate it. She was like, yeah, you could also battle these other 2 players and make
Mm.
it go. Did it, and it was super fun.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to create a series out of it. So now I'm basically just looking for other top players to battle, just like for fun and for content.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's gonna be one of those ideas that sort of keep giving to you because there's so many players out there and you're always gonna have new monsters, new toys to play around with. And it sort of showcases your new monsters in a different way. Because I know you can do PvP and stuff like that, but doing like actual live battles is really different to playing against the AI. How do you find it competing against like the top players versus doing your monster reviews in PvP and stuff?
For monster review CP, I I basically just go into battles, leave them if they're not a type that I really like the monsters. For example, if I'm testing a Calademic, I think that was her name.
Yep.
The water monster goes to yeah, she has resurrection block, and basically I went into battles that had Wormlad or another type of monster that resurrects and stuff, and I'd probably go up against those. And the ones that aren't really what I want, I just leave the match. Although I do lose trophies, but it's whatever. I don't care. And then off video, I go ahead and battle a couple of times, gain my points again, and stay at that specifically. That's how it is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It would be really cool if as part of your monster reviews, like if the timing works out, you incorporate some of your battles with other players.
What was that?
Sorry?
What was that?
Yeah, I was saying like, you know how normally you battle against PvP on AI? Like if the timing
Yeah.
works out, it would be really cool if, for example, you use some of your footage against pigs. If you had those battles early enough, the friendly battles.
Oh, for friendly battles.
Hmm.
Oh, I thought you were talking about PvP. Yeah, that actually be cool.
Just setting up my monsters. I've got one rune to
Alright.
go.
Alright, I'm all ready. Do you want to send a request or
Yep, I'll send it
would you
through
like?
in like 30 seconds.
Alright.
It takes
Or
me
I can just go
forever.
since I'm ready.
You send it. It takes forever for me to change my runes around. Like maybe almost as long as the battle itself.
I'd actually like a option where you could swap relics instead of selling them. Like
Yeah,
how it is
yeah,
with
yeah. Like a
like
fast
swapping
way
relics.
to swap stuff around.
Yes, would be nice.
Um,
It saves so much gold. Although I don't really want my gold at the moment so much, but it'll actually help. Another thing would be like monster vault. They should give you gold out of it. You know, like the monsters inside it.
oh yeah, that would be
They
really
should give you
cool.
some percentage.
I can't find my friend request. It's not popping up.
Request? Battle request?
Yeah, yeah. How do you go to your friends area? Because normally I just click on a random place and then the friend screen pops up.
Messages.
Messages.
If you don't see it, just back out and go back again. Probably see it. Yeah, there's invite friend.
Ah, there we go.
And then that.
Popped up now.
Yep. Ooh, this meta. I actually saw Liam in this meta a lot. Not sure if you know him.
Yeah,
He's in,
yeah.
I believe he's Dragon's Fire.
Yeah, I think he's in Dragon's
SE.
Fire at the moment. I saw someone like go into like top 50-ish using this, and I really admire that because that takes a lot of time using this combo.
That's super annoying. The damage protection plus the bounce, and then you have to dodge area monsters.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's why the dodge areas are so broken. Like if they brought out a Mythic Drakon, a Cosmic Mythic Drakon, people would be like screaming.
Yeah, that would be pretty broken. A Chankirion, Mystic Chankirion with the same exact build, that'd be
I
amazing.
know. Centurion is absolutely nuts.
Wait, did I say Chankirion or Chankirion?
I don't know.
Because I I mixed their name up, but I was talking about Chankirion.
Yeah, yeah. What does that bird guy do? Who is that bird guy?
That's a legend fact. Oh, I can't deal any damage. But the monster could basically apply immunity to burns, stuns, and then the other skill is like immune to freeze or
Ah.
whatever, you know?
Is that Moonming?
Like, yeah, that's Moonming.
Ah, I've never seen Moonming in action. It's got kind of like a quirky monster design. I don't know what to think of it.
Is it ostrich?
Is it an ostrich?
I think so.
In I don't know if you noticed, but in Asia, they eat this thing called chicken feet. Do you know what chicken feet is?
Chicken feet? I've never heard of it, no. What is it?
So chicken feet is like actual chickens, like their feet, and they're sort of marinated. And her hands look a lot like chicken feet.
Oh. Oh, there you go.
Oh
No
wow.
SN. Good. I mean, the monster doesn't have that at all, but let me see. Probably stunning me in case you try to stun.
Now what? Oh, you've got evasion.
Yep. What do you think about Vanos 29
Um,
in general?
I thought he was really good when he first came out, and I think he's still pretty strong. So we had Vanos as a peace monster, and then we had Rusalka as a peace monster. But I feel like him as a monster in general is kind of good because he's a little bit different, and especially as the first monster of the new era, he sort of set the scene a little bit in terms of what we can expect. And it gave a lot of players who were kind of upset and wanting to leave the game like something to play with if they wanted to.
I agree. The monster would be very useful against those area mythics if they do decide to drop any of those.
Exactly.
Dodge.
Oh, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have attacked your Bombardier. That was small brain.
All right. I make those mistakes. Especially when I'm streaming.
I know. Like I think it's a bit like rubbing your tummy and patting your head at the same time. Like doing multiple things at the same time is just tricky.
Was that poison plus curse or?
Yeah, poison
What is
plus
sunburn?
curse, and I think there was a sunburn as
Was
well.
it okay. Was it what percentage was it, the curse? Like
I think it was 40. I
I
think it was 40, but I wasn't paying attention.
imagine they buff the curse up to like 50% or something.
Curse is probably the strongest dot in the game. I think it's actually too strong. I think doing 10 and then 20 and then 40 is way too strong. Maybe like something like, I don't know, 5, 20, I don't know, 5, 15, 30 maybe.
Yeah, that'd be better.
But 10, 20, 40 is like super duper strong.
Way too strong.
All right, I actually got to get ready and prepare for a work meeting and get ready for work. But this has been super fun. Thank you so much for, accepting my request, and hopefully we can actually do this again sometime. I think that'd be awesome.
Sure, no problem. This was super fun. And good luck with your work.
Thanks, Monster Gaming.
Have a good one.
I'll see you next time.
No
Thanks. Talk to you later. Hey guys, I gotta get ready for work. It was actually really hard to stream and take notice of chat and also battle at the same time. I did lots of really small brain stuff. And so thank you guys so much for joining us. Hopefully I can find a way to interact with chat a bit more next time, and hopefully we can do another one of these series with Monster Gaming. So he is looking for more players to battle with. So if you are interested, make sure you message Monster Gaming. And shout out again to Monster Gaming, and thank you to Monster Gaming for, having some fun with us on stream. And I will see you guys all later.